Welcome to creating and editing a presentation with pictures. This lecture will talk you through steps to create PowerPoint Project 1. By the end of this project, you will have demonstrated an ability to select and change presentation themes, create a title slide and text slide with multi-level bulleted lists, change slide layouts, insert images, move and resize images, select slide transitions, and view the presentation you create. You will also have a chance to practice some of the skills learned from the Word projects, such as changing font color and size, italicizing words, and making them bold. Before you go to the next slide, open the PowerPoint program. For directions on how to do this, refer to pages PPT 4. Let's begin by selecting a presentation theme. Select the Ion theme. To do this, tap or click the Ion theme to display a theme preview dialog box. The theme preview dialog box will display a thumbnail view of the theme and variations available of the theme. Tap or click the blue variant to view previews of that style applied to the thumbnail. Tap or click the Create button to apply the theme and variant to the presentation and display slide 1. Slide 1 is the title slide. Add the title Healthy Hydration. To do this, tap or click the text placeholder. Click to add title and type the title. After typing the title, do not press the Enter key. Doing so will add an unwanted line space after the title. Next, let's add the subtitle. To do this, tap or click the placeholder text, click to add subtitle, and add the subtitle depicted on this slide. After typing the last word of the subtitle, do not press the Enter key. Let's apply a different formatting to the subtitle. Before we can do this, we have to select all the words in the subtitle. To do this, tap or click to position the insertion point in the text to select, and then drag the selection handles until all the words are selected. If you are using a mouse, you can triple click the line of text. With the subtitle selected, click the italics icon on the mini toolbar. In addition to italicizing the subtitle, let's enlarge the text. With the text selected, tap or click the Increase Font Size button on the mini toolbar until the point size has increased to 32. Let's prepare to change the text color of a word. To do this, double tap or double click the word to select it. With the word selected, tap or click the font color arrow on the mini toolbar to display the gallery of themed colors and standard colors. Tap or click the dark blue color to change the font color. Tap or click outside the selected text to deselect the word. Now, let's add a new text slide with a bulleted list. To do this, tap or click the New Slide button to insert a new slide with the title and content layout. Tap or click the label, tap to add title, or click to add title to select it. Then, type the title as it appears on this slide. Remember, don't press the Enter key after the last word in the title. Notice that Click to Add Text is the placeholder text that appears. Tap or click the label, tap to add text, or click to add text to override the placeholder text. Notice it disappears. Type the first item in the bulleted list as it appears on this slide, and then press the Enter key. To create a second level paragraph, tap or click the Increase List Level button. Then type the second bulleted item as it appears on this slide and press the Enter key. Click the Decrease List Level button to promote a paragraph. Type the remaining bullet points as depicted on this slide. Then Select the text shown on this slide so that we can format the words. With the text selected, click the bold button on the mini toolbar. Let's add a new slide to the presentation. To do this, tap or click the new slide arrow to display the layout gallery. Tap or click the title only option to add a new slide and apply the title only layout. Let's also add a title slide with headings. To do this, tap or click the new slide arrow in the slides group to display the layout gallery. Tap or click comparison. Tap or click the placeholder text and type the headings as shown in figure 135 on page PPT 25 of our text. Let's change the theme color to match the theme of our model presentation on page PPT 3 of our text. To do this, tap or click Design on the ribbon to display the Design tab. Tap or click the More button to expand the gallery, which shows more theme gallery options. This is best depicted in figure 136 on page PPT 36 of our text. Tap or click the Facet theme to apply this theme to all slides. The theme selected was green. To access the variations of the Facet theme, notice the variations available to the right of the themes group. Tap or click the blue variant to apply it to all slides. Let's return to slide 1 of this presentation. To do this, position the pointer on the scroll box. Press and hold down the mouse button. Drag the scroll box up or down the vertical scroll bar to view the different slides. When slide 1 appears in the slide pane, release the mouse. On this title slide, we'll add an image. Tap or click Insert on the ribbon to display the Insert tab. Then tap or click the Online Pictures button to display the Insert Pictures dialog box. The location of the Insert tab and the Online Pictures icon is best seen in figure 144 on page PPT 31 of our text. With the insertion point in the Office.com clip art area, type the search terms depicted on this slide in the search box. Then tap or click the search button, the magnifying glass, or press the Enter key so that Office.com will search for and display all clips having the keywords. If you are unable to find the images shown on this slide, select an appropriate image. You may need to slide or scroll down the list to display the image options. When you're ready, tap or click the photo to select it, and then tap or click the Insert button to download the photo and insert it into the slide. The previous slide showed you how to insert a photo without a content placeholder. On this slide, we'll insert an illustration without a content placeholder. To do this, display the Insert tab, tap or click the Online Pictures button, type the desired search text, and then tap or click the Search button. Slide or scroll to the illustration on this slide. Because Office.com updates images regularly, feel free to select a different illustration. On this slide, we'll insert a photo using the content placeholder. To do this, tap or click the Online Pictures icon in the left content placeholder. Tap or click the search box and type in keywords Women Bottled Water as shown in the directions on page PPT 35 of our text. Slide or scroll through the images and select the photo shown on this slide or one similar if this one is not available. Follow the same steps for the right content placeholder, using the keywords Men Exercise Hydration in the search box. In the thumbnail pane, select slide 1. Tap or click the photo to select it and display the selection rectangle. In this slide, we will proportionally resize the image. To do this using the mouse, point to the desired sizing handle on the illustration so that the pointer changes to a two-headed arrow. Drag the sizing handle diagonally until the illustration is the desired size, and then release the mouse button. Select Slide 2 from the thumbnail pane. On this slide, we're going to resize the image non-proportionally. Tap or click the photo to select it and display the selection rectangle. Press or point to the sizing handle on the top, bottom, left, or right side of the photo so that the pointer changes to a two-headed arrow. Drag the sizing handle inward or outward until the photo is the desired size. Then release to resize the photo. Select Slide 3 in the thumbnail pane. We're going to resize and move the image on the slide. To do this, tap or click the picture to select it. Drag the picture to the location depicted on the slide. Select the photo and then use the arrow keys to position it precisely. Select Slide 1 in the thumbnail pane. We are going to create an ending slide by duplicating Slide 1. With Slide 1 selected, tap or click the new slide to display the layout gallery. Tap or click Duplicate Selected Slides in the layout gallery to create a duplicate of the slide. Let's reposition the duplicated slide to the last position in the thumbnail pane. To do this, drag the side thumbnail to the last position in the thumbnail pane. Since this slide was created from the title slide, we'll need to delete the existing text. To do this, position the pointer immediately to the left of the first character in the word hydration, as seen on this slide. Drag the mouse pointer through the last character of the word. Click the Cut button to delete all the selected text. Before going to the next slide, delete and add text as shown in figures 166 through 168 on pages PPT 44 and 45 of our text. Before we finish this presentation, let's add transitions between the slides. To do this, tap or click the Transitions tab on the ribbon and then point to the More button. Tap or click the More button to expand the Transitions gallery. Tap or click the desired transition in the Transitions gallery to apply the transition. This is best seen in figures 169 and 170. Here's a quick note about transitions. Unless there's an artistic reason for having your slides fly in or out, keep it simple. There are several options for managing the selection of transitions. First, you can adjust the transition speed. To do this, tap or click the duration up arrow. Second, you can preview transitions by tapping or clicking the Preview Transitions button to view the transition and the new transition time. Lastly, you can apply a transition with timing adjusted to all slides at once by clicking the Apply to All button. Let's view your masterfully constructed presentation. If you are using a mouse, point to the Start from Beginning button. Otherwise, tap or click the Start from Beginning button to display the title slide. You now have all the information needed to complete this project. Remember to upload your completed project in the Blackboard assignment area for this week. Welcome to Enhancing a Presentation with Pictures, Shapes, and Word Art. This lecture will talk you through steps to create PowerPoint Project 2. By the end of this project, you will have demonstrated the ability to search and download themes, insert, format, and apply effects to shapes, pictures and word art, format slide backgrounds, and add speaker notes to the presentation. When you open a new file in PowerPoint, you have the option of selecting themes and variations of themes. More themes are available through Microsoft's online templates and themes. To access them, press and hold or point to the desired category in the suggested searches list or type a keyword in the search field. For now, click Education from the suggested searches list. Scroll to and then tap or click the colorful Natural Presentation Illustrated Landscape Design theme. This will bring up a preview dialog box with a thumbnail view of the theme. Tap or click the Create button to download the theme and open a presentation with the theme in PowerPoint. This is illustrated best in Figure 2.3 on page PPT 78 in our text. This theme has 13 slides. Let's delete some of them. To do this, select Slide 1 from the thumbnail pane. While holding down the Shift key, click Slides 2, 3, and 4 so that all 4 slides are selected. Right-click on any of the selected slides to display the shortcut menu. Then select Delete Slide. This will delete slides 1 through 4 from the presentation. Repeat these steps to delete the slides indicated in Figures 2.4 through 2.9 on page PPT 79 through 80 of our text. Before going to the next slide, create the title slide as shown in Figure 2.10 on page PPT 81. With Slide 1 still selected, click Insert on the ribbon to display the Insert tab. Tap or click the Pictures button to display the Insert Picture dialog box. Navigate to the location containing the fire truck picture file. Resize the photo until it looks like the image in Figure 2.15 on page PPT 85 of our text. This file is located in the PowerPoint assignment area for this week. Download the file, save it to your computer so that it is available to choose when you search your computer. Tap or click the Insert button to insert the illustration. If necessary, drag the picture to the desired location on the slide. Before going to the next slide, create the text slides depicted in Figures 2.11 and 2.12 on pages PPT 81 through 82 of our text. At this point, your presentation should have 4 slides and the title slide that says Prepare for the Unexpected, Plan for a Disaster. Let's change the picture on Slide 2. To do this, press and hold or right-click the picture to display the shortcut menu. Tap or click Change Picture to display the Insert Picture dialog box. Tap or click the Browse button in the From a File area to display the Insert Pictures dialog box. Navigate to the First Aid picture file, and then tap or click the picture file to select it. Tap or click the Insert button to insert the picture. Slide 2 should look like Figure 2.19 on page PPT 86. With the First Aid picture selected, let's modify the color intensity. To do this, make sure the Picture Tools Format tab is active. Then, tap or click the Corrections button to display the Corrections gallery. Tap or click the corrections shown in Figure 2.20 on page PPT 87 to apply the correction to the picture. With the picture still selected, let's apply a picture style to the image. Tap or click the Picture Tools Format tab, and then tap or click the More button in the Picture Styles gallery to expand the gallery. Tap or click the picture style selected on this slide to apply the picture style to the selected picture. With the picture still selected, let's add a picture border. To do this, tap or click the picture border arrow on the Picture Tools Format tab to display the picture border gallery. Point to Weight on the picture border gallery to display the weight list. Tap or click the line weight shown on this slide to add the line weight to the picture. Let's change the color of the border we selected. With the photo selected, tap or click the Picture Border button on the Picture Tools Format tab to display the picture border gallery. Tap or click the color shown on this slide to change the picture border color. Let's apply one more effect to this image. With the picture still selected, tap or click the Picture Effects button on the Picture Tools Format tab to display the Picture Effects menu. Point to the command in the Picture Effects menu to display the associated gallery. Tap or click the picture effect shown on this slide to apply it. Let's move on to slide 3. On this slide, we'll insert and format shapes. To begin, tap or click the Shapes More button on the Home tab to display the Shapes gallery. Tap or click the shape shown on this slide in the Shapes gallery. Position the mouse pointer where you wish to insert the shape, and then tap or click the slide to insert the shape. With the shape selected, drag a corner sizing handle on the picture diagonally until it's the desired size. Release the mouse button to resize the shape. Before going to the next slide, add additional shapes as shown in Figure 233 and 234 on page PPT 95 of our text. With the scroll shape selected, tap or click the Quick Styles button on the Home tab. Tap or click the shape style shown on this slide to apply the selected style to the shape. Before going to the next slide, apply styles to the other shapes as shown in Figure 237 on page PPT 97 of our text. Now, let's add text to the shape. Tap or click the shape to select it, and then type the text depicted in Figure 238 on page PPT 98 of our text. Change the font styles to match those on this slide. Use the Go Print on the scroll and Courier New on the square. With the shape selected, position the insertion point in the text to select, and then drag the selection handles to select the text. Tap or click the font arrow on the mini toolbar to display the font gallery. Before going to the next slide, bold the text in the square as shown in Figure 242 on page PPT 100. On this slide, we're going to continue to format the text. However, we're going to use the Format Painter to do this. With the square text selected, double tap or double click the Format Painter button on the Home tab. Move the mouse pointer off the ribbon and notice the mouse pointer has changed to a paintbrush when moved off the ribbon. Now, select the text on the scroll and then tap the Format Painter button. Upon release of the mouse, the text formatting has been duplicated. With the square shape selected, tap or click the Copy button on the Home tab. Tap or click the Paste button on the Home tab to insert a duplicate shape. Before going to the next slide, edit the text in the copied square as shown in Figure 247 on page 102 of our text, on page PPT 102 of our text. Let's add word art to slide 4. Display the Insert tab. Tap or click the Word Art button to display the Word Art gallery. Tap or click the Word Art style shown on this slide to insert the Word Art object. type the text depicted in Figure 250 on page PPT 104. Word art can be written in a variety of shapes. With the word art selected, tap or click the Text Effects button on the Drawing Tools Format tab to display the Text Effects menu. Point to the desired group in the Text Effects menu to display the associated gallery. Tap or click the shape shown on this slide to change the word art shape. Texture can also be added to word art. With the word art text selected, tap or click the Text Fill button arrow on the Drawing Tools Format tab to display the text fill gallery. Point to Texture in the Text Fill gallery to display the texture gallery. Tap or click the texture shown on this slide to apply this texture as the fill for the word art object. The weight and color of the outline for the word art can be adjusted. With the word art selected, click the Text Outline arrow on the Drawing Tools Format tab to display the text outline gallery. Select the outline color shown on this slide. Then, point to Weight in the gallery to display the weight list. Tap or click the weight shown on this slide to apply this line weight to the word art text outline. After all the formatting done to word art, this is how slide 4 should look at this point. Now we're going to add a background behind the word art. Display the Design tab and then click Format Background button. With the fill pane displaying and Picture or Texture Fill selected, tap or click the File button to display the Insert Picture dialog box. The emergency collage image is provided in the assignment area. Download it and save it to your computer so that you can navigate to the location of the picture to upload it in the slide. Tap or click the desired picture to select it, and then tap or click the Insert button to insert the picture. Now, tap or click the transparency slider in the Format Background dialog box and drag it to the transparency setting on this slide. To continue formatting this image, tap or click the Format Background button on the Design tab to display the Format Background task pane. Tap or click the Texture arrow to display the texture gallery. Tap or click the texture depicted on this slide. Now, let's go back to slide 3 with the texture fill. Drag the transparency slider to change the transparency. The difference in transparency is best seen in figures 264 and 265 on page PPT 111 of our text. Next, tap or click Gradient Fill in the Format Background pane and then select the Preset Gradients button to display the Preset Gradients gallery. Tap or click the style depicted on this slide. Tap or click the Close button to close the pane and return to the slide. Throughout this presentation, the term "a disaster" has been used. Let's change that phrase to "an emergency." To find all occurrences of the phrase "a disaster" and replace them all at once, display the Home tab and then tap or click the Replace button to display the Replace dialog box. Type the text shown on this slide in the Find What box and in the Replace With box. Tap or click the Replace All button to instruct PowerPoint to replace all occurrences of the Find What words with the Replace With words. Tap or click the OK button and then close the button. Let's go back to slide 2 and look for a synonym for the words "stay alive." To do this, select the words and right-click to display a shortcut menu related to the words you right-clicked. Then, point to Synonyms on the shortcut menu to display a list of synonyms for these words. If you are using a touch screen, tap the Thesaurus button found in the Review tab, Proofreading Group section to display the Thesaurus task pane for the selected words. Then, in the task pane, tap the arrow next to the desired word to display a shortcut menu. Tap Insert or click the synonym to be selected as shown on this slide. Now, let's add notes to each slide. To do this, tap or click the Notes button on the status bar to display the Notes pane. Tap or click the Notes pane and then type the notes shown on this slide. For a better view, refer to Figure 272 on page PPT 115 of our text. Now that the presentation is complete, let's check the spelling. To do this, tap or click Review on the ribbon to display the Review tab. Tap or click the Spelling button to start the spelling checker and display the spelling pane. Tap or click the button corresponding to how you want to handle each word. Lastly, insert slide numbers. To do this, tap or click the slide number button found on the Insert tab, the text group, to display the header and footer dialog box. Tap or click the slide number checkbox to place a check mark in it. Select the options shown on this slide in the dialog box. Tap or click the Apply to All button to close the dialog box and insert the slide numbers. You now have all the information needed to complete the project. Remember to upload your completed project to the Blackboard assignment area for this week.